Hey Flosstube, this is Christy, the Raving Cross Stitcher. Welcome back to my channel. If you're one of my subscribers, if you're brand new, hi, hello, welcome. I'm Christy, I'm cross stitcher. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. This is my channel where I mostly talk about cross stitch. Today is my 2023 WIPGO wrap up. I finished my WIPGO, yay! If you're brand new here, yes, I participated in WIPGO. This is my second year participating. I did 2022, now 2023, and it's done. As of right now, I will not be participating in 2024. I live in Okinawa, Japan. My husband's active duty military. We're going to move back to the States. It's some time in late spring. We're trying to get there early summer time period. I don't know, like nothing really set yet. My husband just got his orders. We're still trying to figure everything else out, but we have to move back to the States from Japan, so that's gonna take a lot of moving parts. Because of that, having to pack everything up. I already started packing up some of the stuff behind me. There's so much for us to do, so I will not be participating in WIPGO. Also, Flosstube videos are gonna be almost non-existent for 2023 or 2024 for me. I'm sorry, 2024 I'm not gonna be doing Flosstube. I currently don't plan to do any. I might just come on just once in a while, say hi, or maybe do a live video, but that's about it. But I do plan to continue doing time-lapse videos. I still have my stuff set up, so as long as my setup right here is still there, I'm going to continue doing it until the movers pack everything up and we leave. So, yes. I have a lot of life stuff going on. So, for WIPGO 2023, or actually no, let me go back to 2022. 2022 was my first year doing WIPGO. I just did a basic board. I threw a bunch of stuff on the my WIPGO board and just kind of did it. But one thing I noticed from 2022 was I didn't have time to continue working on some of the WIPs that I wanted to work on, and then the year a lot of them I only stitched on them once. And I wish I had done more progress on them than just that one. Yes, I do stitch a lot. Yes, I can stitch a lot. I am a stay-at-home mom. I am a housewife. All my kids are at school. I have a lot of time on my hands. That's why I have so many time-lapse videos, as you can see on my channel. This is what I do all day. I just cross-stitch. I ignore household work and I cross-stitch. So, yeah, I do stitch a lot, but sometimes I have so many WIPs and I need to narrow it down some. So one thing I decided to do for 2023 was to do 2 WIPGO boards. So I have my BAPS board, which is BAP, Big Ass Projects. Those are going to be all my WIPs are larger fabric size is 30 inches in the other direction. Those are all my BAPs. So I ended up having 5 BAPs this year, which I'll show you all of them in just a moment. But each one of them were on the board 5 times each. So the first one was 1 through 5, the next one 6 through 10, and then just kind of went on like that. So each time the number was called, my goal was to do 3,000 stitches. So at the end of the year, which is now, my goal was to have 15,000 stitches completed. I can tell you right now, I only completed that goal once. This year. The other 4, some of them I got really close, others not so much. Some of the months when the number was called, I wasn't feeling like I wanted to stitch it, so I was struggling with that, and so I just decided not to stitch it that month. So that goes for everything on both boards, not just my BAPS board. So yes, so my BAPS board, numbers 1 through 5 was my Heaven Earth Design Mini Wisdom. I started at 6,073 stitches, and here's a picture of what that used to look like. And here is my stop at 18,252 stitches for a total of 12,179 stitches. Numbers 6 through 10 was my Harry Potter book cover. I started at 1,349 stitches, and here's a picture of what that used to look like. And here is my stop at 15,870 stitches for a total of 14,521 stitches. Number 11 through, was it 15? I'm looking on this on my computer, if you see me looking far off over there. I just didn't put the numbers next to the whip, so I'm trying to go off my top of my head of what's what. So numbers 11 through 15 is Wizard Alley. I started at 4,224 stitches, and here's a picture of what that used to look like. And I stopped at 12,230 stitches for a total of 8,006 stitches. Obviously, I did not make much progress. Okay, Wizard Game. This is the only whip that I did complete my goal on. This is number 16 through 20. And I started at 5,296 stitches. I stopped at 20,308 stitches for a total of 15,012 stitches. I'm hoping you can see it because I cannot see through the fabric. So just a side note, Wizard Game is the only whip that I will continue working on for 2024. I have a whole other video where I'll talk about that, so that is coming up in just a moment. Or actually no, that's coming up in a couple weeks. I'm hoping to have that video up before the new year. But I have so much going on, I'm not sure if I'll be able to. If that next video doesn't come out by New Year's, it'll be like within the first week or two of January, so it's coming. Moving on to my last whip for my BAPS board. This one number 21 through 25. This one is a kit, so I do not have a stitch count. So I didn't really keep track of the stitches like I did the other ones. I more kept track of the books themselves. So here is a picture of what my start was. And here is my finish. So each time this number was called, I just try to do a few books. If you want to know exactly how this happened, you can go back and look through all my Flosstube videos. All my Flosstube videos are on the same playlist, so they're all there, and you can see kind of more of the progress that I've had done on this. So yeah. And that is it for my BAPS board. I am gonna go ahead and go put all these away, and I'm gonna go pull everything from my small boards, and I'll be back in just 1 second. Okay, so here are my smalls. Okay, side note. No, these are not smalls. They're just smaller than my BAPS board. Someone had commented before that they like what I referred to as my small boards. So I know, these are not smalls. This is a small. This is my Cool Beans series from Hands On Designs. Yes, this is a small. What I'm working on for my small boards is not small. It's just smaller than my BAPS board. Okay. When I started my WIPGO 2023, I knew I was going to call my BAPS board, but I did not know what I was going to refer to as my small board, so I just kind of called it small boards for a while, and then the name just kind of stayed. So that's why I call it small. Oh, I'm sorry, allergies. Okay. I'm sorry for the bad editing, but my allergies are acting up. Okay. So for my small boards, only one of my whips I've completely finished for the year. I think it's my, actually, yes, it is my only whip between the two boards I actually finished. Everything on my small boards, let's see, there's 12 whips on the board. They're on the board twice. So each time the number is called, I'm supposed to do 2,000 stitches. So by the end of the year, which is now, I was hoping to have 4,000 stitches on the whip. So out of 12, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that I completed the goals on. 2, they're kits, so I don't have the stitch count. So I can't tell you for sure if I completed that goals. Just like my Kinoma books, I just kind of put out a goal of finishing the certain area, and that would be it. So I think I did kind of more or less do that for those 2 kits. And then there's 2 whips on my small boards. One of the times they were called, I just did not feel like stitching on them, so I didn't stitch on them at all. So I did complete the goal, the 1 month that it was called for, but that was it. I didn't complete the second. So let me go ahead and show you. Hold on. Okay. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you my whips for 2023 small boards. Number 1 and 2 was my Willowware. I started at 3,912 stitches. And here's a picture of what that used to look like. I stopped at 7,933 stitches for a total of 4,021 stitches. And this is half, or almost half, completed. Next is the Great Haul. It was number 3 and 4. My starting stitch count was 5,217 stitches. And here's a picture of what that used to look like. I stopped at 9,252 stitches for a total of 4,033 stitches. Numbers 5 and 6 was Welcome to Hogwarts. So my start was 6,451 stitches, and here's a picture of what that used to look like. And I stopped at 10,476 stitches for a total of 4,025 stitches. Not only did I complete the goal, but I actually finished the whip for the year. And here is my completed piece. So this is series 1 out of 4, so I'm working on the other 3. The next one is number 7 and 8, all aboard the Hogwarts Express. My start was 4,894 stitches, and here's what that used to look like. I stopped at 8,904 stitches for a total of 4,010 stitches, and here's what it looks like. So this is number 2 out of the 4 piece. Next one's number 7 and 8. No, it's not. 9 and 10, I'm sorry. 9 and 10, Visit Hogsmeade. This was a new start. So I don't really have a start to show you. And I only stitched it for 1 month, not 2. So I only did 2,009 stitches. And here's what it looks like now. And this is number 3 out of 4. Okay, number 11, 12 is Welcome to Diagon Alley. Again, new start. So I don't really have a picture to show you of the start. But I did complete the year at 4,025 stitches, completing my goals. Number 14 and 15. For my small boards, I did have a free space. Number 13, I did not stitch on. Just because I had so many whips between 2 boards. I didn't want to overwhelm myself by having 6 whips to do in 1 month. So I just had the 5 to do when number 13 was called. So for this, for my small boards, I had no number 13. So it goes on to 14 and 15. Which is Hogwarts in the Bottle. I started at 1,619 stitches, and here's a picture of what that used to look like. I stopped at 5,642 stitches for a total of 4,023. And here's what that looks like. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm struggling here. Okay, Victorian Charm is a kit, Dimensions kit. I have a picture right here of what the start used to look like. And here is my stop. Mickey and Minnie is another kit. It was number 18 and 19. So here is a picture of my start. And here is my stop. Number 2021 is Expecto Patronum. It was a new start for the year. I only stitched on it 1 month. And here is, wait, Expecto Patronum. Oh, here it is. This was my number for my piece for December, so I still have it on the frame. So no picture for new start, but I stopped at 2,012 stitches. Number 22 and 23, Hogwarts. It was a new start, so no picture of what it started as. I did stop or finish the year at 4,485 stitches. Okay, so this looks like 4,000 stitches. This one does not. Which I think I made a mistake. Hold on. No, I didn't. Okay. This does not look like 4,000 stitches to me. I thought, but according to Pattern Keeper, I did 4,000 stitches. So number 24 and 25 is Hogwarts Express, and I did exactly 4,000 stitches for the year. Again, new start, so I don't have a picture of what it used to look like. Here is the finish. Okay, that's all my whips for 2023 WIPGO. I am so happy with my progress that I made for the year. I'm really happy that my idea of having 2 boards and having all my whips on the board multiple times worked out so great. Even though my bets board, I didn't hit all my goals every month, that's okay. I am very happy with the progress I did make on all those whips, which was a lot more than I did the previous year, and that's why I was kind of frustrated from 2022. I especially on my big whips, I didn't get a lot of progress done, but this year I did a really good job, and I'm really happy with my progress. And yeah, so I'm happy with the way it came out. I'm very satisfied. Unfortunately, like I said before, I'm not gonna be able to participate in WIPGO 2024 because life stuff is happening. And yeah, so in the future, will I participate in WIPGO? I want to say yes. I will make some more changes. Again, this year I learned a few more things that I would implement next time. I'm starting to understand my ADHD a little bit. I kind of always knew it was there, but I wasn't really sure what it was exactly. But now I know it's ADHD, and the reason why I do certain things and the reason why my brain works a certain way. I think I need to tweak with my WIPGO board next time so that I'm able to stitch on it. In case you didn't notice, some of the months, especially during the summer, I lost my routine and I couldn't get back into stitching. I struggled for a few months there trying to get back, and I missed a lot of my WIPGO goals. That's why I couldn't stitch on it, because I didn't feel like stitching what I wanted to stitch on. If you have ADHD, you might understand what I'm going through. So what I would do in the future, how I would change it, is not assigning a whip to a WIPGO number, but instead assign a number goal, so that in the moment, if I feel like stitching on whip A, then I can stitch on whip A. If I don't feel like stitching on A, B, C, D, D, F, G, whatever, I can go down to Z and stitch on that instead. So it gives me a little more freedom to stitch on whatever I want without being confined to stitching on something that I'm not really in the mood to stitch on, if that makes sense. It makes sense in my head because I know what I'm feeling. I know, like, I know myself a little bit more now. So yeah, that would be a change that I would do in the future if I ever participate in WIPGO. But for now, I am gonna go ahead and put some of these whips away, and I do have another Flosstube video that I'm planning on doing. Hopefully the last one. I would love to have it uploaded before the new year, but depending on how much time I have to edit and upload, I might have to wait until the first week of January to upload it. So that will be my plans, or yeah, my plans and whip parade for 2024. So that is coming. Thank you so much for watching my video and for subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time in my video. Until then, happy stitching. Bye.